Welcome to another episode of Visa Spotlight, where we explore how innovation is shaping the payments landscape by showcasing new Visa products and talking to current Visa customers. I'm Vanessa Colella, Global Head of Innovation and Digital Partnerships. In this installment of Visa Spotlight, we're focusing on the rapidly evolving space of money movement, both domestically and across borders, while also deep diving into a client case study on how Paysend has created and scaled their real-time money movement solution with the help of Visa Direct. Joining me today is the lead for Visa's Money Movement Solutions, who will explain what money movement is, why it's so difficult to easily move money, and how Visa Direct's integrated solution can really help. We're also excited to hear from Anastasia Serikova, Visa's VP of Revenue and Growth in Europe, and James Cresswell, Global Head of Network and Partnerships from Paysend, to learn about their approach and the challenges they faced. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, Vanessa. Hi, everyone. I'm Max, Global Head of Marketing for Visa Direct. Let's start with the basics. What do we mean by money movement? And how is it different than a payment? Money movement is the fast-growing category that lets consumers, businesses, and governments collect, hold, convert, and send money from and to almost anyone, anywhere. While it sounds simple, moving money, especially across borders or in large amounts, can still be slow, not always transparent, and more expensive. It requires a solid tech backbone and global reach to meet the need for speed, security, and compliance. Companies with modern money movement solutions offer more value to their customers, driving loyalty, generating new revenue, and capturing market share. However, creating a successful global solution is incredibly complex and demands significant resources and risk tolerance. It requires 4 key attributes: global reach, seamless user experiences, the agility to quickly implement new capabilities while ensuring security and compliance. Therefore, it's critical to choose the partner that excels in these areas. That's why, back in 2013, Visa launched Visa Direct, the platform that enables financial institutions and businesses alike to move money anywhere in the world, the way they want it, effortlessly and securely. Since launching, we've worked with thousands of companies, including peer-to-peer digital wallets like Venmo, remittance pioneers like Western Union, digital banks such as Revolut, e-commerce marketplaces like eBay, and financial institutions and banks like Standard Chartered Bank. Let's discuss a few examples of how companies use Visa Direct to move money for their customers. Remitters and fintechs can simplify transfers to new countries, currencies, or digital wallets by completing transactions in real time. A bank can optimize cross-border payments, improving settlement visibility and predictability to make large, fast, and transparent money transfers. Governments can distribute aid through digital wallets, debit cards, or other digital credentials. We simplify the complex and put the power of money movement in our clients' hands so they can focus on what matters the most: their customers, with ease and peace of mind. Instead of building your own solution or partnering with multiple providers, Visa Direct provides a unique end-to-end yet modular technology approach, so you can move money across the globe your way. We can collect, hold, convert, and send funds to 8.5 billion card, wallet, and account endpoints, enabling you to shape the future of how people, businesses, and governments move money. And starting this fall, Visa Direct will enable faster payment experiences through a single point of connection we are calling Visa Direct Connect. This new enablement service will consolidate our money movement solutions and make it even easier to integrate, consume, and maintain them. Specifically, clients will be able to access all solutions through a single API, starting with Visa Direct Account, Wallet, and Card in fall 2024. Visa B2B Connect and Currency Cloud will be integrated in 2025. The new supercharged Visa Direct helps provide the reach, security, and speed you need to move money your way. And with that, I'd like to introduce Anastasia Serikova, VP of Growth and Revenue in Europe, and James Cresswell, Global Head of Network and Partnerships from Paysend, to share their story.
Thank you for the introduction. I believe that Visa Direct shines brightest through the words and stories of our clients. That's why today we have with us James Cresswell, the Global Head of Network and Partnerships at Paysend. James, welcome to Visa Direct Spotlight, and thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Anastasia.
Paysend is our Visa Direct client, a great example of the company that has built an award-winning proposition in money movement, which is simple, instant, and inclusive for consumers, small and medium enterprises, and businesses. Let's start our conversation by discussing what Paysend does and why money movement is important to them. What does Paysend do for your customers?
Our mission is to make transfers as simple as possible for our customers. This means that they're fast, they're secure, and the fees and pricing are transparent and economical.
Why is fast and reliable so important in money movement?
Yeah, so today, some of the cross-border environment is very complex, very slow, and very expensive. The reason for this is there's a number of participants in the chain. You require correspondent banks at both sides of the world and maybe several correspondent banks depending on their reach. Each time there's an additional player in the value chain, there's a processing time, there's an additional cost. This obviously ends up with the scenario we have today. We're working with Visa. We're able to actually remove those participants and make this far more quick and optimal for our customers.
I 100% agree. The more we can cut the middleman out, the better pricing, speed, and transparency we can deliver to our customers.
Correct.
Do you mind sharing why did you decide to partner with Visa?
So Visa was quite an easy one. We're trying to create a network of network, and having access to your 4.3 billion credentials is a major asset on that network. In terms of Currency Cloud, we had a pre-existing partnership via some of our FX for Visa Direct Business. So whilst we've seen some really good results in the present, there are some amazing opportunities in the future that we can work together and create even more competitive and compelling propositions for our customers.
That makes a lot of sense. A bit more of a strategic question. Why did you decide to partner as opposed to building the capability yourself?
Yeah, so the first reason, Visa connect to all of the banks globally, well, almost all of the banks globally. That's not an activity that Paysend would like to do themselves. Our aim is to build a network where we connect as many credentials that are interoperable with each other, allowing funding from any to any across the world. And through those connections, that is actually what enables us to remove the participants from the chain. And therefore, that is the real value that the Visa network brings to us.
That is definitely a really solid rationale. It's quite a new partnership, but you've probably already seen some results. Do you mind maybe sharing with us some of those?
Yeah, I mean, as you inferred, we did a global incentive deal last year, and since that point, we've seen 193% growth in payouts alone for cards. We've seen acceptance increase from 95 to almost 98%, and we've been able to double our marketing spend, which obviously give the results that you see in the increased volume.
Those are amazing numbers, and it's actually really impressive to see how much you manage to track for the business across various operational KPIs. Do you mind sharing what surprised you the most in this partnership?
The partnership and collaboration we've seen in the money movement space, the flexibility to look at things differently to the card world and make the systems and processes more relevant to the remittance industry. That obviously has allowed us to even change some of the rules that they become more appropriate and relevant to remitters and money movement in general. And then there's the combination of the different entities that you've bought and the willingness to actually identify and create the best solutions together.
Thank you so much for highlighting and recognizing it. It's actually really a priority for us to be flexible with our partners and to do everything what we can to support your growth, your aspirations, and your business model. Talking about that, how do you see Visa's role in your next chapter and in supporting you and driving your future growth?
Okay, so today we almost have the full stack from Visa available to our clients. Our plan is to work with Visa to effectively enable your customers a quicker route to market to connect to Paysend and to be able to offer those services, all of the Visa Direct services, quicker and easier and faster than they would be able to if they did it directly.
Thank you so much, James, for sharing the insights and your thoughts about this journey so far. And we're really excited to be your partner and support your business.
Thanks, Anastasia.
As money movement continues to evolve, so do our solutions and collaborations. We're excited about driving the innovation for our customers worldwide.
I want to extend a huge thank you to Anastasia Serikova and our valued client, James Cresswell from Paysend. It is really an exciting time in global money movement as the pace of innovation continues to accelerate. The new supercharged Visa Direct is an integrated solution that empowers our clients to build global money movement solutions with a single point of connection so customers can move money around the world. To all our clients and industry experts watching, thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed learning about Visa Direct. And for more information, please visit our Spotlight page on visa.com. I invite you to join us again for future Visa Spotlight events, where we'll continue to discuss the most relevant topics in our industry, from security to acceptance to new ways to pay and be paid. And we'll continue to showcase our latest product innovations. We look forward to seeing you next time.